Oh, hey, Darla? Yeah, bring me that coffee. Yeah, I'm doing the podcast right now. And set all my appointments, and take care of all my business. Hey, guys, sorry.
Wow.
That's my, I don't know if you knew who that was. That's my assistant, Darla.
No, never seen her.
It's strange I've never seen her before.
Well, I had to get one recently because...
How recent? Past hour?
Yeah, I just hired her on the way over. Had her meet me here. My Craigslist ad was like, gets coffee, schedules appointments.
Gets business done.
Yeah, do business for me.
Will she feed my dog?
No, it's only for me.
Oh, okay.
I hired her because not only do I do this podcast, but I'm also starring on stage. So I have so many things going on right now.
That's two things.
So, so I needed an assistant. No one else?
Not a babysitter. An assistant.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't watch my child. My wife does that.
Whoa, dude.
Don't want to double book that.
Yeah. So she's just for me. I need things to get done because I'm so busy now.
So coffee, does she drive you around?
No.
So she just gives you coffee?
I just said she schedules my appointments.
Okay.
She gets me coffee and does business things.
Oh.
So it's sort of, I keep it sort of ill-defined.
Right. You want room
and
to
she's
maneuver.
unpaid. Obviously, this is for exposure and experience. So, but here we are. We're doing Very Real Tournament. Welcome, everybody. This is Very Real Tournament, a comedy battlecast that pits two very real opponents against each other in a very real fight, starring Nick Potter, by the way. Nick Potter presents all that shit, is what I meant to say.
Joey, do you want to quit?
No, I should have fucking ripped the reins away, but you guys fucking ganged up on me in the free-for-all.
Yeah, no, you can't now. I'm becoming too famous, so my name is going to shoot us into the stratosphere. And maybe eventually I can get you guys Darlas. We'll see, though. We'll have to find people named Darla.
Would you tell Darla to hire me some more Darlas, Darla?
Right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who's that voice?
Oh, that voice
mystery.
is new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I can introduce him.
Don't.
Oh, okay. I'll do that thing I did with Colin.
Never find out.
No, this is our good friend Corey Music.
Hello.
He is co-starring with me on the stage.
Co-starring. He's still the star.
I'm billed first.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, Corey doesn't have a Darla.
No.
Because he doesn't do a podcast. Should I have gotten you a Darla just for this? Because you're doing two things right now?
Well,
Joe
yeah.
and Butler aren't doing two things.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Sorry.
I kind of want to
Hey,
drop
Darla,
out of... Okay, there you go.
Get Corey some coffee.
Nice. Good save.
Good. Yeah, he's star of podcast and stage too. Sorry, I just had to get all that out.
It's a very small niche.
Podcast and stage.
No,
Our YouTube channel failed, so I'm not star of
there's only
stage
two of
and
us.
screen.
And we got to fight to see who's the one.
We will. In this podcast where people fight.
There can be only one.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're right. There can be only one in this battle between Highlander and Raiden. That's right. We're doing a Christopher Lambert. Lambert.
Nope.
No, Lambert.
There we go.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
Let's get into it. I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
I'm Corey Music.
I'm Butler Carter.
And it's about to get very real. Darla, I swear to God, if you hit me decaf one more time, you're done, okay? And you can tell the mayor he just lost 2 votes also. And my schedule, check it again.
Nick, we're recording.
Oh, sorry. Hey guys.
How do you have 2 votes?
Who's the other one?
What? Oh,
Do you force Darla to vote?
That's how you make that make sense.
yeah.
I think that's illegal.
No, man, she just does whatever I hired her to get her vote.
Yeah.
And also to get me coffee.
It's loyalty, man.
And to do all my appointments.
I think you nailed all of them. She's busy.
Yeah, and so am I. And so are you.
Yeah.
We're out here being stage stars. Corey and I are doing a stage play
We are.
in Louisville, Kentucky. So yeah, guys, we wanted to bring Corey on to tell everybody about our hilarious play that's coming out July 26th at the Bardstown in Louisville, Kentucky. If you live in the surrounding area and listen to this podcast, which you probably do, you should come check it out. We're going to have all the dates and the more info at the end of the show.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I'll get Darla to figure those out while we're recording.
Because I
good
have a lot of
use.
questions.
Good. Yeah,
He doesn't have notes. He has questions.
Yeah, that's all these are, is questions about the spy and the playwright.
Who is the villain?
Right.
What is a spy?
Yeah. I would prefer if you just give me a copy of the whole play so I can just kind of like know what's going on.
Oh, while you're watching it? We will hand out copies of the script to everybody as they walk in.
The playbill will just be the script.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Yeah, because we don't want you to see what's happening.
It's a really good idea.
How much
you
would
guys
that
have.
cost at Kinko's?
Oh my god.
Too much.
Yeah, way more than we could. Tickets would have to be like $80. Oh, do you think that's what happens in Hamilton? Do you think that's why it's so expensive?
Because they have to print all those scripts.
They have to print all those scripts.
You don't understand. There's music too.
Yeah, you have the book and the music. It's 2 books you have to give to every kid.
Yeah, that's why Broadway is just going out of business, man. All these books.
The Kinko's is just running them out of business.
Yeah. And just ruining all the forests.
Kinko's is making a play at Broadway.
About I thought you meant they're making a play that's going
No,
to
like
Broadway
they're like-
about
it's like a coup.
screwing over Broadway.
They're going to infiltrate Broadway.
Yeah.
Kinko's way.
I like Kinko's way. Kinko's presents every play.
Whoa, dude. Sick rhyme.
Thanks. But yeah, we'll get more into that at the end. I just wanted to state the purpose of why this particular guest is on.
Yeah, that's the only reason, by the way.
Yeah, we're not really friends. We just decided to write this play
Yeah,
together.
you even stuck him on my team.
Just like Kinko's with Broadway, I did that with this podcast. I wrote my way in.
Yeah. I'm like, I guess that makes sense. I do want to rep this play. I mean, it's the whole reason I have an assistant now, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's do what we're here to do, and that's to talk about some very real fights. This week, we got Raiden from the Mortal Kombat series, and we have Connor McLeod from the Highlander series, both played by the illustrious Christopher Lambert. This week, our teams are me and Butler, our team Highlander, and Corey and Joseph will be on Team Raiden.
I was going to say a Raiden quote, but don't have any.
Oh, I thought you were
Don't
going to
have
say,
any.
like, it didn't feel right. You didn't write down anything he said?
He just
was
laughs a lot.
It was all garbage, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It Has Begun was one, because he's looking at the sky at a dragon cloud or
He just
something.
looks at Johnny Cage and says exposition.
Yeah.
He just has the word exposition.
I mean,
That might have been in the script.
and then
they're
Johnny
just like,
Cage like
go.
takes his sunglasses off really cool and like finger guns.
Yeah, because
there are no finger
There are
guns.
no finger guns? Damn.
Yeah. I don't think there were any memorable quotes in ours either.
It Has
there can
Begun?
be only one.
Oh, I mean,
Obviously
there's
joking.
only one?
Okay.
Obviously joking.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you want to count?
There's one of them, I think, is the quote.
Do you have
I
a count?
took a count.
Oh.
Since you all
There are still a couple.
gave me shit for damn.
Okay.
So in the first movie I counted 6.
Jesus.
In the second movie I only counted 2. It was like early
There's only
on
2
and-
Will Smith dams in Highlander 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just
No, I don't
cuts
think
to him
I don't
from
think
another
Christopher
movie.
Lambert could pull off a damn like Will Smith
No,
can.
he couldn't.
No.
I don't even know if he could say damn.
Right. Before we get into talking too much about Christopher Lambert, because I think we're going to a lot,
Oh, yeah.
let's talk about our fighters. Joey or Corey, would you like to tell us a little bit about Raiden?
I want to start the fuck off by saying you guys tricked me into watching another Paul W.S. Anderson movie.
Oh, you got double dipped for that, man.
God
Or
damn
was
it.
it just, he just did the first one, though, right?
That's the first one.
Yeah, I
I
had that.
have now watched 7 PWSA films for this
What
fucking podcast.
Other movies has he done just to avoid them?
He did Alien vs. Predator, I think.
Well, we can't do that because that's already a movie. So.
We should do Alien vs. Predator versus
Versus-
something else.
versus The Spy and the Playwright.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
What?
It's now called The Spy versus the Playwright. And guess who's going to win?
This would be a podcast just about it.
Yeah.
And no one's going to know what's going on.
Right.
Unless
They're
you give
both
everybody
assholes?
scripts.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
So fucking Raiden.
Pretty cool dude.
He's an elder god, which is
Yes.
different than a regular god, because at one point or another he gives up his elder god status, but he's still the god of thunder. Guess what? He's the god of thunder.
So
He's the elder god of thunder. So he's Thor, but also Jeff Goldblum from Ragnarok.
Or I was gonna say Thor, and I guess also Anthony Hopkins.
But without a hammer. No hammer, right?
No, he's
No.
a staff or
staff.
a bow or something.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
he
he
probably
have
walks
It's
around
called
it.
it's called Pajolner.
It's like, I don't think it's in the movies, but in those cut scenes where he wins, he's like, aha, staff, I'm the best.
Oh yeah,
Need something to act with.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I
But
need
yeah,
business.
He has lightning powers. He can shoot lightning from his hands. He can make his eyes all lightningy, and
He
so
can
so you know he's mean mugging you.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it's
He
like
can
I can
fly,
fuck you up.
Yeah.
He can fly.
teleport.
He can definitely
say-
teleport. He
So
can
I know
also
in the game he can teleport.
he
I was
can
wondering if he
teleport
could in the
between
movie.
realms as well. He can open
Corey,
portals.
I don't
for-
know if you've heard our podcast, but we usually save teleporting for about 30 minutes into the podcast.
Well, I hate to drop that bombshell, but
It's way too evident. It's not a continuity error.
Right.
It's not some weird shit. He can just teleport. He can open portals to other realms, like Outworld. I can't name any other fucking realm.
I don't want you to
there's
name any other
there's the one the katana's from. That's the
exactly.
whole premise of the damn game. It gets all fucked up.
Right.
Shao Kahn fucks stuff up.
But yeah, now Christopher Lambert's Raiden fucking sucks. He doesn't do a damn thing.
Well, he does. He flips Liu Kang at the beginning.
Yeah, he did.
Does one move.
He fights Scorpion
turns
and Sub-Zero.
But he just turns into like lightning, like this. He just turns into it as
Right,
opposed
he-
to shooting it.
He basically
That's pretty
looks
cool.
like when the Power Rangers teleport fighting these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
definitely.
Yeah. He showed up and he shocked Scorpion and Sub-Zero and then left.
Well, he said some exposition first and then left.
Oh, definitely. He has a scene where lightning comes out of his hand in a threatening way,
Yeah.
so he can like he's mentally outmaneuver people.
He can be a little scary.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this is the note that made me laugh earlier that I wrote down. Has the fivest of five heads. It's unsettling. I hate it. Big head motherfucker.
Right. That's accurate in our movie as well.
Who is,
Yeah, his
is this Lambert?
Yeah,
Okay.
his hair is always so whack.
Yeah.
And his head is always so stacked.
Like, was he hot in the 80s?
Okay,
Was he hot guy in the 80s?
hold on. Well, I want to get to I'm so excited to talk about it. But first, let's talk a little bit about Highlander. Then we're going to get into Lambert Land.
Okay.
Lambert.
Can I finish off the Raiden from Mortal Kombat
Oh,
1?
yeah, sorry.
Good at standing there doing nothing.
Yeah.
Really fucking good at it.
And then he's really good at becoming a totally different person who's acts way older and is
Yeah.
even worse
Well, it was,
charismatically.
And I
it
think
was
maybe-
Raiden the White versus Raiden the Gray.
He may be
Yeah.
younger. It was James Remar?
James Remar.
Yeah, in 2.
So it's like Men in Black 3, but you reverse it. And Josh Brolin, you just watch him become Tommy Lee Jones. It's actually kind of boring.
All right, well, I'm excited to fight this guy who just stands there and does nothing. Butler, why don't you give us a little bit of info on Connor McLeod?
All right, so Connor McLeod, also known as Russell Nash since the 1700s.
Why? Oh.
Just because.
Because he's immortal.
He needed
That's
a
the
new
main thing
identity.
you need to know.
Right,
And
yeah.
he takes dead babies' identities.
He
That's
does.
basically what happens.
I thought he just needed a new credit card or something.
Probably, yeah.
But the route he has to go through is to
Connor McLeod filed
Oh.
for bankruptcy in 1900.
And also, isn't there a bit, too, where like he gets his assets to this new name?
yeah.
That'd be
Did
complicated.
they talk about it?
That's
might
how
have
like
yeah,
he keeps his
dozed
shit.
off.
I don't know. I'm jumping the gun on you all, but
Right. It's unimportant because where his assets are, it doesn't have a lot to do with how good he can fight.
well, he might need some of that shit.
Right.
True.
I don't have it. It's all this dead baby has it now.
So, yeah, the biggest thing is he's immortal, and he uses it a lot. Like, in the second movie, which I don't want to talk too much about other than to make fun of it, but in the second movie, at one point, they drive their car into, like, a maximum security place, and they use their immortality to get in because they just get shot, like, 7,000 times, and then get back up. So,
Yeah, it's like if the Matrix was really uncool and he didn't stop all the bullets, but he just got shot up a bunch. Just like,
Right.
I'm still fine.
He just hit retry.
Right.
exactly. So, he can't have kids. That's not really a power.
Yeah, that's part of the.
It's a curse.
More of a curse. Yeah.
Yeah, he's shooting blanks.
He's
Right.
infertile.
Yeah.
He gets stronger every time another Highlander dies.
Yeah.
Right.
So, or
Via
not a
the-
Highlander,
A quickener.
It's like a
Quickener. I feel
I
like they
don't know,
never
you watched the
define
movie.
it.
it's like a Mega Man thing, right? Where
They
doesn't
just-
he get the guy's power that he kills or something, or some
Yeah.
power.
Right.
He gets stronger. That's I think
They
that-
allude to more powerful.
Like, okay, is it like there are like 100 Highlanders and then 20 die? Are all 80 now stronger?
I think
Yes.
it's just you.
I think so. I think it's
Or
kind of
is
like
it the one that you kill, you get their power?
Well, that would make sense because if I killed the most, I should get the most advantage.
Well,
Right.
then his main enemy would be way more powerful than him because he's been just going through them.
Okay.
Right. That's it's sort of ill defined, but
Yeah,
I think
that's the most true statement
Yeah.
we've said.
Right.
yeah, because his enemy kills way more people than he does. But keep going, Butler.
So he can only die. He can die. He can only die if his head is cut off.
Right, decapitation.
Right, and I think that can happen in any circumstances, not just by like another.
That's what I'm sort of
He like
wondering.
gets in a car accident.
Right, that's what I was like. If he gets his head cut off by like another, like, or just like a dude or a car, does the
doesn't,
car get quickened?
In the third one, isn't that French Revolution? And there's the guillotine, which is like, oh, that's the one I don't want.
Yeah.
And I think that
Well,
that's a threat.
There's a
'cause-
point where he cuts off one of their heads. Like you'd think that it has to be like with a sword or something. There's a point where he just like pulls a
Like a rope and
line,
decapitates somebody.
and it decapitates them. And like their heads are not on there very well. But,
Yeah, I was gonna say if I was a Highlander, I'd have the strongest neck.
right.
Yeah, that's like the Achilles thing where you gotta really cover that shit
Yeah,
out.
right.
I'd
Well,
I'd
it's-
have that stupid ass Juggernaut helmet on.
Right.
at
Yeah,
all
they mostly
times.
just keep it exposed.
I'd have one of those things from Wild Wild West around my neck.
Oh yeah, but I gotta dodge the saws
Yeah.
the whole time. It's crazy.
But yeah, that's his villain, like his enemy in the first one, the Kergan.
played by Clancy Brown.
Yeah. He got like his throat cut a little by Sean Connery, and that was in Scotland in like the 1500s, and in present day, like 1986
Still
or
had a
whatever,
scar.
he has paper clips holding,
Yeah.
not paper clips,
I feel like he
little
adds those
pins.
halfway through
Safety
the movie.
pins.
Yeah, safety pins holding his neck together. It's really, I think it's just aesthetic, but it freaked me out.
Yeah, I think he was just like going for that like real like gothic look because
Yeah.
he also has like a bald head and he has like a huge head for some reason.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah, and then just like one weird hair strand
Well,
coming
it's
down.
because the cops are looking for him, so he's in disguise.
Yeah, but it's
I'm
disturbing.
gonna look like a freak.
Yeah, because he has a long
I'm gonna make them
ponytail.
more suspicious than
Yeah,
right.
than who
Yeah.
otherwise it would be.
Okay, so if you're a Highlander and you get cut in half, what happens?
I'm guessing.
Well, I guess as long as somebody puts your two parts back together, you'll be all right.
What
Yeah.
if you get cut off from the shoulders down?
I think the rules are
See,
very
they don't-
strict.
They don't.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think it's
you
because
got it
of
from
this
shoulder.
information.
Sorry.
So we can make
You're just
guesses.
gonna be a live bust.
Yeah, basically.
It's like a Futurama thing.
Yeah, you're gonna be a Futurama head.
Well, I think you could like take your arms and. Oh, you said. Hold on. You're saying above the arms.
I'm just saying, what
You probably
the fuck?
kind of jump, kind of bounce to your body. and
Do you
reattach.
think that's what's gonna happen, Butler?
Yeah.
Sure. That's
I don't
a
know.
much better movie though.
Yeah, it would be.
I think.
Sounds like a Paul W.S. Anderson movie.
Oh,
See,
shit.
and now we're improving.
Yeah.
So, couple more powers. He has a lot of swag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like with the ladies, you mean?
No, like
Or-
like swag that he's collected, like collected
Well,
material.
he's an
Oh.
antiques dealer.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. Swag
That's
is
definitely
in,
a power. Yeah.
As in stuff.
He's
Stuff
good
he's
at
got.
antiquities, antiquing.
right.
I'm
And
good
that
at having things.
That includes a samurai sword from 600 BC.
That's pretty cool.
That
Do
was
you
made
think
for
he's-
It was
Sells-
wielded by Ninja Jesus.
Do you think he sells to Crispin Glover?
Probably. He probably sells
yeah.
antique medical equipment to Crispin Glover.
I think that yeah.
He's a collector.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for noticing that I was drowning in that reference.
I think that covers it
Yeah.
for
Basically, he's an immortal guy that uses a sword to fight.
now. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
With a 5 head.
yeah. That's okay. So I want to get into Christopher Lambert as a person because he is so weird. Like, I can't tell if he's a good actor or a bad actor because sometimes he does scenes that are fine, and then sometimes he has moments where he's like Tommy Wiseau. Like,
I think I would lean on the spectrum of good actor.
yeah,
See, I was looking into his his filmography, right? And what I noticed was he like the king of playing the person that is super serious in like an inherently goofy like sci-fi movie.
Yeah, it's like Leslie Nielsen if there's it's a little less obvious.
Right.
Yeah, like because he's just like he's this super serious character in Mortal Kombat in this goofy ass movie about
Right.
people fighting, and then in Highlander,
Yeah.
it's just like this weird, like the Kergan is just like, what the fuck is that? Like I'm
Right.
supposed to take that seriously, and he's just like the straight man through all of it. And it's
Right. It's just so hard to tell because sometimes what he's saying is unintelligible.
Yeah,
like
he has that-
oh
that
hi Kergan, like like it's very bad.
Just the most obvious thing that you would say in that circumstance, he says, instead
Right.
of having any like depth to it.
And also he looks like sometimes he looks like Guy Pearce, and sometimes he looks like Aaron Eckhart. That's what I noticed in Highlander is that he kind of
see
he's
that.
one of those actors
Yeah.
that kind of looks like a bunch of people.
yeah, kind of like Guy Pearce's.
Right.
I watch Guy Pearce play Raiden. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But he doesn't remember anything.
See, I don't know names, but at one
I have all
point,
his tattoos.
I thought maybe he grew up to be the dude that played Two-Face in Dark Knight.
Aaron
Damn it,
Eckhart.
that's Aaron, yeah, Aaron Eckhart. That's
Oh,
what I said.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you did say that you didn't know the name, so I'll let you pass on
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah,
just
he-
furthers your point.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm agreeing with you.
Well, because in that one scene where he like flashbacks to kill a Nazi, he's got like his hair pushed back. He looks like fucking Guy Pearce.
He's French, isn't he?
I think so.
Right, but his accent is like
He's Swiss,
super
too?
strange, and he doesn't try to hide it either.
He kind of does that sort of gravel kind of.
Oh, that's in my notes. He has a not cool gravelly whisper. That's Raiden.
Look at my notes. He sucks.
I don't think anybody's as gravelly as the Kurgan, though. That was
Dude.
the most like forced gravelly voice I've ever heard in my
Right.
life.
Well, there's this thing in the 80s, like now, like presently, you need villains that have like a backstory and motivation. But in the 80s, all your villain had to be was fucking insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a Nazi, or from the Middle East,
Right.
Or,
Or a colored person. is
yeah,
what you're-
definitely,
Either a crazy white person or a person of a different race.
because those are, I mean, scales pretty balanced. It seems to me.
Yeah, basically the same. But that's so yeah. They kept like fucking nailing the head with the hammer. Like yeah, I get it. He's bad. There's like a fucking 8-minute scene of him driving, like playing chicken with cars with Christopher Lambert's like love interest, and he just keeps almost driving in cars and laughing, and it goes on forever.
And then he proceeds to actually drive down the sidewalk and run into people.
Yeah.
Man.
He's not just playing chicken at that point. He's actually, like, they're showing people.
But also, this is like
On
an
his-
hour 40 into a 2-hour movie. Why are you showing this to me
Oh,
now?
by the way, this guy's evil.
Right. Like, he just shows up to, like, fight for... Oh, man. There's a great scene at the very beginning, because obviously he's his arch enemy for the whole... Like, from Scotland in the 1500s to now. In the very, like, opening battle in Scotland... Christopher Lambert is wandering around the battlefield. No one's fighting him because the Kurgan called him, basically. Yeah. So he's like trying to fight people, and they're running away. And he literally says out loud, like, "Why will no one fight me?"
Right.
And then as soon as someone steps to fight him, he instantly gets stabbed.
Yeah.
Christopher Lambert does?
Yeah.
Man.
He's
Yeah,
like,
he wasn't a
"No
fighter."
one will fight me. They're all running away." He literally says this out loud while we're watching it happen.
Yeah.
And then the Kurgan steps up, and they don't even... There's not one sword clang. Like, he puts his sword up, and the Kurgan just stabs him in the chest. It's
With
like...
this huge sword.
It's like, I thought they
Claymore.
weren't fighting you because you're like a badass warrior. No.
No, we felt bad for Just don't. This time, don't. Let's
Right.
don't.
So
He was
since we're talking about the Kurgan, I wanna do a quick thing. I want to talk about a little series that I watched called Mortal Kombat: Defenders of the Realm.
Okay.
Do you guys
Was that
know
a
of
cartoon
this?
or a show?
It's a Saturday morning cartoon
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I have seen a few.
starring Raiden, Liu Kang, Jax, Sonya, no Johnny Cage, Night Wolf,
Yeah, yeah.
Sub-Zero 2. Not sure if you're familiar with who Sub-Zero 2 is.
He's the younger brother of
the younger
Sub-Zero.
brother.
Oh, thank you.
And then all the Outworld fucks.
The Outworld.
So this is
yeah,
a
I
weird
believe that's
show.
what
First of all, it's a terrible show. But it has an all-star cast. Sub-Zero is voiced by Luke Perry. You guys know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Stryker, voiced by Ron Perlman.
Ooh, that's a good get.
Yeah.
And guess who voices Raiden?
Is it Christopher Lambert?
It's your boy, Clancy Brown.
Oh, it all ties together.
Dude, this show is so fucking god-awful because, one, Mortal Kombat has always been like a hard M, hard R, like kind of joint, you know?
kind of its thing,
And
yeah.
Saturday morning cartoon, their fucking like lip sync is terrible. Their walking animations are really bad. Liu Kang is like a fucking nerd. Like he sounds like a nerd. Luke Perry voicing Sub-Zero, it's like this like soft-spoken like weird thing. I think it was actually meant to be a sequel to the first movie.
Oh, okay.
Because like I think it just is supposed to happen in place of Annihilation, which it came out afterwards.
Oh, okay.
But dude,
And it actually came out after the cartoon, or the
I
reverse.
think who knows?
The movie came out. The first one came out when 3 was coming out, which includes all those Nightwolf people.
Yeah, all
right.
Nightwolf is like the man in the chair,
Yeah.
like with a big computer system and like a
Oh
layer.
yeah, because when I think of a Native American spirit guy, I think of where's the computer at?
Where's
your iPad?
He also has a dog that jumps into his chest, and that's how he gets powered up as Nightwolf.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
But it's not a wolf, it's a dog?
It's a wolf.
Okay.
It's just the fact that he doesn't have a fucking wolf. What are you talking about?
Right.
If he needs his powers, he needs to get the wolf.
I guess the wolf's just hanging out with him while he's just beeping and booping,
Yeah.
like locking down like locations and stuff. But yeah, it's weird. This version of Raiden, he'll have his bullshit exposition, and then he'll be like a cool talking Raiden. It's like, you guys need to get your butt in the jet. They have jets,
Whoa.
dragon jets.
Whoa, I don't know what
Who
that
knows where
means.
they come from? It was a treat to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad that this podcast is doing big things for you.
Yeah,
Do you
I
all
watched-
have a Saturday morning cartoon show? I don't
No,
think
we
so.
had a real show that lasted 6 seasons
I watched
wow.
13 episodes.
of Highlander.
No.
I'm joking.
That doesn't even
Watching a
have
TV
the
show.
same character in it, so who cares?
Right.
And also, I just want to throw out Connor McLeod. I always like to picture him in Star Fox whenever I hear that.
Yeah, yeah. Also, to go back to something Butler said earlier, he has plenty of swag, and I don't mean shit he collects. I mean he wears just a tan trench coat with like jeans and white dad sneakers.
Right.
The whole it doesn't look cool. Like, who did that? In every scene, he's got that fucking trench coat on. Right. He looks like he's about to flash somebody.
He does.
I guess it's to house his sword, but like, you could make this look so much cooler. Instead, he just looks like a freaking pedophile walking
Yeah,
around.
Maybe they're trying to go with that New York tough kind of thing, but also keep.
Like
We want this, but
Constantine.
we also want the medieval stuff too.
Right.
Yeah, and he always makes a point to keep the jacket on. At one point, she offers to take his jacket, and he's like, "No, I need
No,
it."
if we're gonna fuck, I'm
Gotta
keeping
hide
the
my
trench
sword.
coat on.
This is where my powers really come from.
Right.
I know, it's funny because it feels like he is like thrust into the heroic position like he doesn't want it. So it's hard to tell how powerful he is because it's like, has he only had to kill people who came after him? You know, while the Kergan's over there fucking just like slicing and dicing people.
Yeah, it seems like he's like the nice one, but there's other nice ones. There's two other that he interacts with that are nice.
Right, but it's funny because he interacts with the black guy knowing that there's only 3 of them left.
Yeah.
That's
So well, I don't know why they either could have teamed up and then just like one of them suicided or something, or yeah, or
Well, no,
just fought
yeah,
it out.
'cause
But
you
they
could
should
do a
have
Royal
teamed
Rumble
up against
thing.
the Kurgan.
Yeah, Royal Rumble, you get Andre
And-
the Giant out, and then you guys can deal with yourselves.
Right.
Right,
They
and then
should've done
we
it.
both cut our heads off simultaneously.
Oh my God, their heads got cut off at the exact same time.
So there is
Where does
one
the power go?
Yeah.
There is one power we're leaving out. Technically, he could teleport to another realm too, but it's just one time in the very
second movie?
end when he chooses to.
In the first
Or
one or
he-
the second one?
In the first one, in the
Okay.
first one, technically that choice at the end. Well, according to the second one, at the end of the first one, he could have chose instead of becoming immortal to go back to.
Oh,
the
right, because
world.
that's they're always in chasing the prize, which turns out to be $100,000 cash, and that's it.
Speaking of,
Not adjusted for inflation.
in Mortal Kombat
It was
has a prize.
it was $100,000 in Scotland, but it's still $100,000 today.
Yeah,
Yeah, some things There's no inflation.
I would have loved that if like he did all this and he cut the Kurgan's head off and just like a stack of cash fell out of the sky. Yeah. And it's like,
You did it!
Yeah, there you go, dog.
It's Raiden.
I did it better. Speaking of, Mortal Kombat has a prize because it's the Mortal Kombat tournament.
Yeah, what's that prize? Is it $100,000?
It's the well, I guess worse or better. I guess it depends how you interpret it. But this is in the game, in the movie, it's like this is the 10th one, man. And if Shao Kahn, the evil guy, gets all 10, which is a really weirdly specific rule,
Yeah.
Then he gets to get Earthrealm.
Fuck everyone's
So the whole premise is, all right, guys, this is like the 10th one. Like, you know,
Yeah, we lost
this is
9.
like-
You fucking phone. They're like the Cavs without
I was just
LeBron.
saying, like, Raiden's LeBron going, stop fucking this up for me, please.
Stop getting hurt.
Yeah, and I noticed a quick like side thing where it's just like they won. And it's just like, oh man, we're gonna have to wait another 500 years. So they won 9. Mm-hmm. That's 4,500 years.
Well, I thought it was every generation. I thought
In MK9, that's what he said when they
Okay.
lost. But that could be like until the next like reset where they just do it again every generation.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
maybe because you want to be able to enjoy that if you want it after 10 tournaments. That's, you know, who would agree to that?
Yeah.
I gotta win 1, but you know, you 10, fair. I can't see anything
yeah.
logical about that.
There are also many, I guess, versions of Raiden where he's like a warm, benevolent kind of god. Then he's like a cold, like
Exposition-y god.
no, like
He's a dick.
I'm gonna murder you.
Yeah, like he just
like
doesn't
dickhead.
fucking care.
And then in like MK9, the plot of that game is that he sends himself back. Like they got all murdered in the future. He sends himself
everyone
back,
loses.
and then he's just kind of a bumbling idiot trying to fix time and just sucks.
Well, you know, it's
Oh,
that
man, sounds
premise
like a real
where you
romp.
try to fix time, and by fixing it, you're kind of actually fucking it
He's
up.
just playing whack-a-mole basically.
Yeah.
And
He
doesn't understand.
he does a butterfly effect. He does an Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, he Ashton Kutcher's all over MK9,
And Amy Smart just keeps dying.
and that dude from Boy Meets World's there.
Well, that's I was gonna say, and then Liu Kang shows up dressed in goth makeup,
And then there's the one where Raiden's just in his legs and arms are gone. It's really sad.
yeah, Johnny Cage gets a mailbox blown up in his face or something.
I haven't seen Butterfly Effect in a long time.
Raiden keeps just writing in his notebook, man.
Yeah. I'll come back for you.
But yeah, can we shift into MK2? Because James Remar is a much better Raiden within the first 5 minutes of that movie.
We're on the same team, right?
I'm saying like fight wise.
Oh, okay.
He does all of his moves. He does the like dash lunge and
Yeah,
stuff.
the torpedo.
he
Yeah.
hits left, X.
I think it's just left, right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does all that stuff within the first 5 fucking minutes.
And what does he do after that?
Nothing.
Shits his pants.
Exactly.
He does nothing. But he did it in the beginning, which
James Remore came in. He's like, the only way I'm going to do this is if we write this wrong. And I do a left, right, and then I do an uppercut, and I fucking shock this dude.
have you guys seen Annihilation recently?
Yes. No.
The first 5 minutes, that little opening scene with Shao Kahn and everybody there, it's shot like a mid-2000s fan film. Like, that's how it looks, where they like try to emulate the game, and it's just super cheesy, and the CGI sky is really bad. It was bizarre. I was like, somebody could have made that better like 10 years later.
Right.
But then the rest of the movie, it might have been a reshoot, because the rest of the movie is like fine with the sets and everything and all that kind of garbage.
Oh, they filmed a really boring, dumb, poorly acted movie, and then like we got to throw in one cool fight scene.
And it looked terrible.
Right. Oh shit! It's premiering in a week. How'd that happen already? All right, everyone get in here.
It's
James Remar, do left, right, up, please.
But yeah, like in Annihilation, he can point fire at candles and light
he
them.
does that. He can lose his powers, which he chooses
Oh, I
to
love-
do.
that's my favorite
because in
butler.
the lore,
Yeah.
It sounds like you guys just lost your power.
He can electricity a
Well,
whole stone wall down.
yeah, he can do that. He can also get his ass kicked by Shao Kahn, which he
Well-
knocks that out of the park.
The Kurgan at one point knocks down a whole tower with a claymore.
Yeah,
pretty
while he's
cool.
fighting Juan Sanchez Ramirez Villalobos or whatever.
that's the
fuck
Kurgan.
Sean Connor's name.
Which really is Raiden, if you think about it, with
And
Defenders of the Realm.
And
so.
he lost. So,
Oh, saved it. But keep in mind, he loses his powers to enter Outworld That's you can't.
No,
You
I
can't
wasn't-
And he has a
I wasn't
sweet
really
black
taking away
vest
half.
with no shirt and cut hair.
Oh,
It looks
doesn't have the goofy fucking
really
wig.
stupid.
we might have lost.
Looks
Yeah.
so stupid. He instantly creeps on Jade.
Yeah.
He was like,
Are we still talking Remar?
Yeah, just definitely.
he's
Remar.
like, do you fight as good as you look? And it's just like, oh.
Well, you know, there's also the fact that Katana is like in a cage throughout most of that. It's not the best movie for women. You know,
Yeah. Well, in
You
our
fight
movie,
really good. We should have sex now, probably.
Yeah. In our movies, the women just find out that he's immortal and then they have sex with him.
I was going to bring that up, man.
Is
There's
that
no sexual chemistry between these two actors at all.
Just
And
some
then-
weird action scene happens and they're like, it's time to have sex now.
Right. All of a sudden, as soon as she finds out he's immortal, then she kisses him.
Is that a turn on?
I don't know. Try it.
Yeah, I don't
Try it
know.
out.
Become
Walk
immortal?
up to a girl at a bar.
Yeah,
I'm immortal.
I'm immortal. No,
But
the
she
best
stabs
is
me.
the best is in
Prove
two. The best is in two. He kills two people after just turning from like a very old man into his normal age.
He can Benjamin Button himself.
He does.
Well, yeah, he's
And-
kind of pissed off about it too. He didn't
Right.
want to. He wanted to die.
Yeah.
Let me die. And then these fools came up and accidentally got their head cut off, and he gets his fucking powers back.
right, and
gets
then
quickened.
instantly has sex with a girl against a wall right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been hiding in the dumpster the whole time.
Right,
So you
she
know
was
it's
in a
that good
dumpster.
sex.
Dumpster sex.
Dumpster sex against a brick nasty wall. Yeah.
That's got everything.
So she was so turned on. She's like, I need to hide in this dumpster and peep this. Or
Yeah.
think
Okay.
that
I was
more
so
like Fear for
hard.
Life.
I needed to hide in this dumpster.
we could have dumpster sex afterwards because he's immortal and that's hot.
I guess.
I guess we can start. Well, I can't. I'm married. Butler's married. You two should start telling ladies that you're immortal.
I'll give it a shot. And next time I come back, whenever we do a play again, I'll let you know my results.
Okay.
I'm just
Look
going to
for-
hide in dumpsters.
Look for women from the
Joey's gonna
80s.
take
though.
the dump-
Okay.
All right.
I
So
said
what we're gonna
women
do-
who are like 50.
Yeah, if they were in the 80s at one point.
Yeah, that kind of makes this game less fun.
I like figure. Well, Joey, you didn't. I don't know if you heard Joey's tactic, but he's gonna hide in dumpsters.
Yeah.
and claim that they're immortal. Maybe it's like a reverse.
Okay, so
See a hot girl in an alley. You're gonna pop out of a dumpster.
In dumpsters and just pop out at girls and say that
You're
they're
immortal, and see if they fuck you.
Yeah.
So you're reversing it.
I
Yeah,
think both of them have the same amount of chance of you guys getting laid. So.
which is not bad. Could be
Right.
better, is what you're saying.
Officer, it's not illegal to hide in a dumpster and scream at people.
If they're immortal, I mean, I could just do it.
So, one other scene I wanted to talk about from the second movie was right before that. Before that scene we just talked about, when he's fighting the two guys. One of them. One
Keep
of
in
them's already
mind, this
dead.
isn't like the future. So one of them literally has like a winged jetpack. He's
Right.
flying around. Whoa.
Right. The other
And
one is
pretty
on
cool.
is on jet skates,
Yes.
which he dies quickly. So,
Yeah.
They like rollerblades.
They work at Sonics?
but like
It's
flying.
well, think about the skateboard from Back to the Future.
Okay.
But it's like the rollerblade version of
But it's
that.
like yeah.
It's basically just like it's like a
It's
little
like
pad. that he
Jupiter ascending.
Yeah,
He
it's like
takes,
a
like-
little. It's a little pad that he steps on, and he goes like, you
Yeah.
know,
And he takes
you
like
listeners
6
at home saw what I did, right?
He takes
It
like
was
6
great.
seconds to learn what he's doing, and then there's a good 3-minute scene of them flying at each other,
Sort
and it's
of.
like
they're just shots of them flying, and you
Yeah.
don't know where the other person is.
yeah, and it's back and forth.
And I'm like, is he
at
running
breakneck
away?
pace.
Are they running at each other? What's
Yeah,
happening?
and the switches are so unsettling. It's just like back and forth, back and
Yeah.
forth, and then it ends in him like jumping.
It's like the
off
editor was
and
being
chopping
passive
guys up.
aggressive.
Let's see if I can pull this off. Get away
And
with
just
this.
kept adding shots and shots and shots of them flying at nothing to nowhere.
And the director's just like, you know what? I like it. It's
like
pretty
it.
good. Pretty good.
So that was probably my favorite scene of the whole movie.
Yeah.
So I have to talk to somebody about this. I'm gonna go to Corey.
Okay,
What the
yeah.
fuck was up with that hamster ball scene in the second one?
Oh yeah, the American Gladiators kind of guts, other Nickelodeon show absurdity.
You're watching Paul W.
it's
Just watching a Paul W. S. Anderson like fucking interviews. Like, I was really inspired by Global Guts. I love that radical rock. I'm trying to get a piece of that aggro crag.
it's
It's so weird because I thought they were on Earth when they went down into the ground.
the lava place.
Yeah, the lava place.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's just like, all right, me and Katana are gonna go this way. Like Raiden and her. Liu Kang and Katana go
Yeah,
somewhere.
because Liu Kang has to protect Katana.
Yeah, and Raiden and Sonya
Sonya, who's
go,
totally
and
a
it's just
different
like,
person.
all right, see it, and they climb in this ball, and they both hang on, staring like an inch from each other's face, and then they just roll.
It had to have been from like another script, and they just shoehorned it in because.
So it's a means of transportation, is what
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's like
What
a
you're
gyro
doing is-
hamster ball thing.
It's you're like there's these ramps and what have you.
Yeah, no, you're like
And
in
you're
a
like
giant-
dodging lava, and you have to like, all right, make sure you maneuver yourself, otherwise you're going to fucking
Oh,
die.
so you're not
Yeah,
just on
you
a
just,
track.
like-
You actually have to steer.
because
This
like when
thing.
You
hit
like
a
shoot
ramp,
into
you
like a
gotta
chasm.
trajectory yourself. It's kind of like playing Super Monkey Ball, I guess.
Oh.
Would be a better comparison.
Paul
Yeah,
W.
it's
Sanderson was like,
Super
I
Monkey
also
Ball.
like Super Monkey Ball.
We're 20 minutes into this movie, and I'm thinking, all right, I've seen a lot of shit I didn't expect.
I love
that spikes it.
It's one of like my 6 notes from that movie. It's just
Yeah.
like, what was that? They're like, oh, it's the pressures from the Earth,
Yeah,
like
it's
propulsioning us.
like the
What
heat
about a
rises
car
and
or,
stuff. Or how about you fucking can teleport, Raiden? That's gonna be a lot cheaper. Just get me to the next scene.
Yeah, in that movie, he opens up a fucking portal and transports everyone through it.
So does Scorpion. Scorpion can do that too.
Maybe he can only do it so much.
Okay, yeah.
he was tired. He's like, we got to take the hamster ball. I'm really
It's on
sorry.
cooldown.
I'm gonna be in Dexter eventually.
Cut to Paul W. Sanderson talking about how much he loves Thunder and Nitro from American Gladiators.
Well,
Dude,
keep in mind,
speaking of-
Anderson did not direct the second movie.
Speaking of Thunder,
Sorry,
in the
that's
Probably
first
like,
movie,
oh man, I wish I thought of that.
in the first movie when Raiden does karate, Thunder rumbles. So what up?
Does Raiden karate like one time?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Highlander has like no discernible skill. He hasn't used his time to like hone his body and mind to like fucking win the prize. It doesn't even feel like he wants it. Like he just wants to die. Like, why don't you just cut your own fucking head off?
Yeah, all he has is the 500 years ago, or however many years. Yeah, 500 years ago, he was trained by Sean Connery.
Right.
That's it.
All right, that's a good resume though.
Sure, but
It's
since
so
then,
weird
yeah.
because
A
this movie's
goofily
so
dressed Sean Connery.
like he's so serious throughout all of this, and that might as well have been him and Sean Connery. Like they literally have a scene where they're running and laughing on a beach.
yeah.
Is this the Shawshank
right-
Redemption? Like,
right
Exactly.
after he feels the deer's heartbeat
Yeah.
for no reason. They don't
That's what I'm
explain
saying.
what that does for him. They just
he's
say
connected with life.
yeah, and
man.
then they yell the quickening, and they jump off a cliff into some water.
The quickening.
They do. And I was like, okay, I guess that was the quickening.
That's basically the whole movie.
All right.
Yeah,
Man,
that's when you learn what the quickening is.
I've always known.
I thought the quickening was just the event of murdering them, the other Highlanders.
Hey man,
Well, at
don't
that point,
don't
they
go
had
there.
murdered. At this point in the movie, he just like trained him, and then he's like, "Well, you just got quickened."
Oh, I see.
Like there was no murder.
You just
So
got
it's-
quickened.
It's leveling up. Whether you kill somebody, gain a skill, an attribute.
Yeah,
You know, when he learns how to finally like cook a hamburger, he gets quickened. You know.
So it's like the level up screen. You gotta pick one of the stats.
Yeah,
up.
when he gets a promotion, lightning and thunder comes through the fucking bank,
And
and
he always adds that skill point into apathy and depression.
right. And
yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
and there's a skill tree for like how good your hair can look, and he never fills that out.
No.
I'm pretty sure to make up for them
That
not
followed to
being,
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
them not being able to have children, they get just like the sweetest explosion gasms when they kill one of their enemies.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. That's
Like,
like
they,
their own
they
shot
literally
orgasm.
act like it's just like an orgasm, but there's just shit exploding. And so I'm pretty sure that's what's going
They're
on.
getting
Maybe
quickened.
Maybe that's what happens still, even when he isn't the Highlander. Oh yeah.
Right.
And the wife's like, "What is going
The
on?"
director's like, I wanted to make this really sexual. I'm also a big fan of the aggro crag and global guts. I couldn't put anything specifically in this movie.
I said I wanted two things with this movie.
I wanted the word quickening
I think it was really
and the
cool
aggro
sounding.
crag.
And honestly, I wanted the aggro crag.
Sometimes dreams come true.
I thought maybe that Kergan and Connor McLeod would have to race up the aggro crag to claim the prize, which, as we all know, I wanted to be $100,000 cash. Instead of some bullshit about reading minds and you're mortal now, so how am I going to make another one of these fucking things?
Now, if you can control minds, so you can control someone to give you $100,000.
No, he definitely can't control minds
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm saying.
in the second one, everyone hates him. So,
Yeah, because
they
he's a fucking alien all of a sudden.
well, no, because he.
That's
I
why
don't
I
wanna
hate
get into
him.
it.
That's
Sorry.
why I hate
We
him.
Don't even start about the ozone layer
I'm
and shit. Like,
teasing.
It was an environment movie.
you guys remember when the ozone layer was a fucking thing? That sounded like a person in 1998 just now. Don't you tell me about the fucking ozone layer. Everyone's all concerned about, politics and, what the economy. No one's talking about the fucking ozone layer anymore.
Right.
That used to be a huge thing when I was in school.
That, and it's just, we want it to be a sci-fi movie.
Right.
The
God,
ozone
like,
Say
That's
ozone.
like, how fucking boring. Because that's the basic, like, the ozone layer is going away, so they have the Shield Corporation come in. It's like, can we fucking cut some people's heads off? What's happening?
Yeah.
No, they're really inspired by Spy Fox.
Look, I really like Spy Fox. I really like the Aggro Crag. I'm a huge fan of American Ninja Warrior, Gladiators, anything like that.
All my scripts are just literally me combining those things.
But all they let me do is the Quickening, so that's all they let me write in there.
That was honestly a joke.
It sounds dumb. I don't know why they agreed to that. I wanted to have Mo and, oh god, what's that dude's name? Fucking Guts.
I don't remember.
I have no
I remember
remember the
Mo.
host of
Mo
Guts.
is the fucking.
How do you remember the hosts of Guts?
Sometimes I watch YouTube, dog. What do you want from me?
All right.
That's fair.
Man, he's had a career. Mike O'Malley. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
So Mike O'Malley, and then he'd go. He throw it over to Mo, the British lady who was the referee, who kept. She wasn't the
Okay,
referee.
now I
She
remember.
kept score because the '90s were whack, guys.
That was.
Mo,
She was
you
the
remember
Vanna
numbers.
White of Guts.
Basically,
And you gotta climb the mountain at the end. And all that stuff falling
and
off.
because of that, I forgot what my point was. So,
Legends of the Hidden
Maybe
Temple.
that was the point.
all right, so let's set up this fight. We haven't gotten there yet.
No.
I don't care how long we've been going because it's all been great so far.
Obviously, Highlander is recruited for Mortal Kombat.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I think that makes sense.
Well, that's weird though, because if he is, then that probably implies that Raiden asked him because he's the protector of the Earth realm. So he's gonna hire the person
Nah.
who's eventually gonna be his
Highlander's apparently a fucking alien, so he's fighting for Outworld.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. You had two routes, and you went the other one.
Sure.
That's also assuming the second one matters at all. But
It doesn't because they retcon all of it in 3. But we'll just say that he's not on Raiden's side.
yeah, maybe they just don't see eye to eye.
Shao Kahn tricks him. He's like, hey man, I'll cut off your fucking head if you don't come do this for me.
What about Quan Chi?
Quan Chi.
Did you
Yeah,
say Chun-Li?
Shang Tsung.
yeah, Shang Tsung is a part of it. He would be there in the Earth realm, sort of hoping to win while Shao
So-
Kahn's in his evil palace.
So I'm thinking, since this is Mortal Kombat, that they would fight at the very end of Mortal Kombat. So they'd have to move through people, which means that he would quicken so many. He'd quicken Goro.
Yeah.
He'd quicken Liu Kang.
Yeah, but are they all Highlanders? Or do you
They
just
are
get powers
now.
by cutting off heads?
It's like,
No.
it's like, sort of like converting money, like cash to pounds. You know, maybe there's some
If
sort
he's
of
not
thing
getting
there.
quickened, he's at least getting better at sword fighting.
So there you go. He's training, actually.
Did they come from other realms? Or just
There are
us?
different realms in Mortal Kombat. They
I
mostly
think
come
it's
There's
just
from
like-
Midgard.
I
There's
think it's pretty much
the
anyone
place where
that comes
Odin lives.
from another realm is now like a Highlander or
The
whatever. Not a
place
Highlander,
that
but
Odin lives.
someone he can quicken
Asgard,
off
thank
of.
you.
So what,
Nidavellir.
so what do you mean with that? Like,
So yeah, I was just suggesting that if they're coming from another realm into this realm, and he's also coming from another realm into this realm, then he could quicken off of them because that's the rules of 2.
I see.
Boom.
Or he kills Goro and grows 2 more arms.
Boom. He quickens.
Yeah, like
Then he
4
becomes
swords.
General Grievous again. Damn it.
Damn it, we always have a General Grievous.
I think that's what he would. Yeah, 4 Japanese swords.
Regular ass karate swords.
I think if they kept going, then eventually Highlander would get a lightsaber, right? Like that's where swords go in the future.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
How swords
He gets a
progress.
fucking like katana.
He gets a sword gun. It's a gun that shoots swords.
Not a crossbow.
No, it shoots
Shoots
small
huge
swords.
claymores.
Yeah. Okay, so they're
So he
gonna
joins the tournament.
Yeah. and walks up and says, "Hi, one, please. I'd like to enter the
One, there can only be.
one. It is me. I am it."
No, he's got to get on the spooky ghost boat that takes you to Mortal Kombat.
That's
Land.
fine. He gets on the spooky ghost boat.
He has to have a reason for... Because everyone has a scene in Mortal Kombat where, here's their story.
Right.
Check out Mortal Kombat. So he's
Right,
like in
so
New
we
York
watched the
hanging
whole
out.
first Highlander and figure out a story.
Yeah, exactly.
And they walk up and he goes, "Oh, hi, Raiden." And then Raiden
I'm
goes,
hoping
"Oh,
you
hi,
cut my head off."
Oh, hi, McLeod, because he's basically Tommy Wiseau sometimes. It's crazy.
Sometimes. Not as often as Tommy was so.
Right, he's definitely always Tommy Wiseau. But
I think
even Blair pointed out to me, she's like, he sounds like the guy from The Room. I'm like, he does. It's really weird, but sometimes he's good at acting. I don't understand.
Yeah, I think you have a pretty good impression. Oh, hi. Yeah,
Oh, hi, Raiden.
That's it. It's pretty much him on the
What a
nose.
story.
What a story, McLeod.
Yeah, dude, his accents is bad. Like, I was watching Defenders of the Realm, and oh my god, I swear to God, they switch voice actors, like, in certain scenes and stuff. Like, all of a sudden, Liu Kang's like...
That editor was also super petty.
He's like, "Hey, Katana, how are we gonna be together?" And he's like, "Hey, Sonya Blade, let's go." And it's just like...
I think he has the hots for her, so he's very...
Oh, hi, Sonya Blade.
It was bizarre, man.
Like I said, that editor was super petty also. So, okay.
So everyone knows why they're here.
Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Yes.
I think he doesn't want to be there, though.
No, McLeod never wants to do anything but find
so he just
his
finds
one true
himself
love
in the
and become
situation.
mortal. He basically wants to get working semen so he can have a baby and become mortal.
Wow.
Maybe he finds out
Wait,
that
hold
one
on.
of the people in the tournament is a Highlander, and he has to kill that guy before he can...
Because that's also another key point in a lot of Mortal Kombat is somebody is there to fight just one fucking
Yeah.
person on
Scorpion
the other
with
side,
Sub-Zero.
and they just refuse to fight anyone else.
So the Kergan's there, too.
Oh, okay.
Who is also Raiden.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
No, okay. So they walk up. Raiden tries to lightning McLeod. He gets his suit says fully powered at 140%. He goes, "Oh, that's interesting." Avengers shout out.
How about that?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm
It's
Iron Man. There you go.
How about that? Because obviously your guys' one superpower is something that gives us orgasms. So
Yeah. But
Do you like
also-
stand out on mountains like trying to get struck by lightning?
Well, yeah, when he's not fighting people with swords or dealing antiques, he's flying a kite with a key on the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there is a scene actually where they're fighting and a water tower falls over while some giant electric letters are also falling over, and so you can see blue lightning like coursing through the water. You know,
Oh, yeah, and they're
they're
like
how
still
lightning
just fighting
works.
like it's not happening.
yeah.
Right. Well, I'm just saying they're like engulfed in electricity.
Yeah.
and they're
Also, they can breathe underwater because they're immortal. Boom.
That doesn't make any
It
sense.
doesn't
it
make
was-
any sense.
yeah,
He
it
should
just-
die and come back, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would just be incapacitated.
Right, but
until-
down there he's just like, "Oh, I guess I'm immortal."
yeah. That was like the biggest stretch that he was just like walking underwater like it was nothing.
You should have walked on the water.
That would be
Jeebus.
Jesus.
I
Jeebus
know who
Christus.
also did that.
Right.
His name
He's
was
on the
Jeebus.
list.
His name's Raiden. So,
I bet you Raiden could, because he can fly. He can at least create the illusion.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's like a mime.
yeah. All right, so Connor McLeod comes up, cuts your fucking head off. What do you do?
Turn into lightning and fly away.
Damn.
Well,
Nice.
that's the thing. He has a lot. The mobility for Raiden, I think, clearly wins. He can teleport. He can turn into lightning. He can fly. People got this big fucking sword that's going to take time to swing.
Even if he gets 4 swords.
Yeah, even
Which
if
he
we did the
does.
Goro thing, which I mean, that's
He's
how-
basically Peter
Or
Petrelli. He gets
Katana.
every power.
or Mega Man, as I said earlier.
Thank you. You're right. Okay.
But does he fight Raiden? Does he have to go through the bullshit? I gotta beat some people first, like this Jamaican dude, for example.
Cyrax? Oh no, that's another.
Cyrax is in the
Well, yeah,
second
that's
one.
what I'm saying. He cuts off every person's head on the way to Raiden.
So he do the same fatality every time. I'm just gonna do the head cutting one.
It works.
the only one
It
he-
works really well.
It's really
That's all
easy
he
to put
knows.
in.
Well, yeah.
And he
Once
says
I
some-
learned a cool move in Mortal Kombat, I just used the fuck out of it.
Oh sure, like once you learn the spear,
Yeah.
The Raiden teleport.
the Raiden teleport,
Yeah.
the freeze,
Yeah.
and you just uppercut them because it's all you do.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think Connor is very good at cutting people's heads off, so he probably just goes with that move a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
But Raiden has been studying and giving a lot of exposition.
Yeah.
Does Raiden have a slicing weapon?
No.
All right, I think
No.
we're
does
good.
he have a live snake that shoots out of his palm?
No, he just has a basket of fortune cookies, and he opens it and then reads it, and it's a Raiden line.
That's how he
It's like all he fucking says. It's just like what would be printed on a
I
fortune
got the
cookie.
joke. It was very good. It took me a second. But, okay, guys. We've gone over their powers. These guys are going head-to-head. Connor's cut off many heads. Raiden has bored people to death with explanations.
Oh, I just want to point
Exposition.
out, one of his fatalities, Raiden does
read a
destroy
book at
people's
somebody.
He reads War and Peace. Yeah. Now he does use lightning to like blow people's fucking heads off. So you know,
Okay, well-
people have lost heads to Raiden before.
If they get their head blown off, they grow it back. They have to get it sliced off at the neck.
What?
I'm joking. That's nothing. They have to lose their head. They have to lose their mind.
I could lose their
Insane
head like
brain.
metaphorically, like they're kind of getting really anxious.
Yeah.
I've lost my power.
Right, you make somebody, hey man, you're still late, and then they
That's why you
eventually
have-
lose their head, and you get quickened by that.
That's why you have a Darla, so you never lose your cool, never lose your head.
Oh, I plan on quickening her, by the way, guys. Don't tell Darla.
I don't like that.
I don't feel like that's.
I'm calling Blair.
I don't feel like that's okay. Yeah,
I need to grow more powerful.
it sounds really sexy.
Are you just gonna get another Darla and continue this cycle?
Quick.
Yeah,
Quickening.
I'm the Darlander, basically.
The Darlander.
Oh,
I'm also apparently a serial killer. So I think I get more powerful.
the Darlander struck again.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break. I have to go talk to Darla about some stuff. It's not super important, so don't you worry about it too much. But we'll be right back to tell you how this fight ends. Stay with us. Guys, very sad news. In the Nick Potter's a Star front, I had to, unfortunately, let Darla go.
Oh, what'd you do this time?
She did all of my appointments very bad.
You didn't quicken her?
Well, let's just say I had to let her go.
Like her head off?
Her head from her body.
Yeah, that's-
so.
I think I pick up what you're throwing down.
Yeah, but this is Marla. Marla, don't get on mic. She's gonna be my new. I found her on Craigslist while we were on our break. She is eager to get into the game. She's looking for exposure.
Good, yeah.
And she's looking for experience
And the
working with a
police.
star. So that's me. So Marla, if you could get us all coffees, we've had Darla got us several coffees already, but we need more. And you can tell the mayor that he'll get those 2 votes back when the Dow Jones goes up by 10 points.
I think Marla's just calling the police because you just cut a girl's head off.
What?
Marla, could you please clean the bathroom for me?
Marla, can you schedule my next quickening, please?
Could you ask no questions?
Can you clean my sword and my cool looking hat?
And could you
those
give
are-
me a hair appointment? I really need one.
Yeah. Thank you, Marla. But yeah, don't get on mic. Just go do those things I asked you.
She's nice. She's nice.
Yeah, I like her. I like her more than Darla. So,
I wasn't gonna say that, but
well,
you're right.
it's an improvement.
I have no.
I feel
opinion.
more powerful also for some reason I'm not going to go into right now. But I feel like I'm a better actor too. That also is what happens when
Is
you're
Darla a great actor?
when you're a well, I guess I don't know. I didn't know her that well.
She never knew. She never had a chance.
You promised. I was gonna make her a star, but instead I had to Darlander her, and
You know, some stars burn out.
yeah. So here we are, guys, back to finish this fight. Raiden, Connor McLeod, in the tournament.
Yeah, they're fighting their way up a tower of sorts.
They're both competing for the prize.
yeah, which who knows?
We'll get there. Yeah, Shao Kahn will make that announcement.
Yeah,
At the gala.
Highlander is quickening so many people.
Yeah, I think
left
he just
and
rolls
right.
through them like Jax. He cuts off his robot arm, he gets a robot arm.
So real quick, in 2 iterations of Mortal Kombat, Jack's arms are just metal sleeves.
I know, right?
Well,
has
in the
his
movie,
fucking
it's his
arms.
metal sleeves. In the game, it's his arms.
Defenders of the Realm, it's also sleeves.
Well, I think we're getting a consistent point about what's wrong.
Clancy Brown.
But also, so he goes up. He's going up. Connor's going up the tower, just like in the game, slaying people left and right.
Yeah.
Eventually, he has to fight himself. That's part of Mortal Kombat.
Oh, he fights like Nega Connor.
Because it's just you.
Negalander.
Right.
But a
it's-
slightly
it's
darker
more-
shade.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's Nega Highlander. He has to fight the Darlander.
And he wins.
yeah.
Right.
And then Raiden's just like all the way up the tower, just
Yeah.
doing his little dash.
He's doing
punch.
his one dash punch move all the way up.
Teleporting left and right.
I think they're both, like in Mortal Kombat, I think they're both finding their most OP power. Connor's being cutting people's fucking heads off.
Yeah, he figures that out fast.
Can he teleport left and right like you said, or is
Yes.
it just forward and back?
Well,
Depends on what angle you're looking at it.
Oh, he can only teleport in 2 different dimensions?
yeah. He also teleport in the air, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's useful.
So fuck you, Butler.
Okay.
Sorry. X and Y positions, not Z's. Got it.
Well, it depends. There are also 3D games too.
We don't talk about those.
Yeah.
Those don't exist.
Deadly Alliance,
But yeah, so it comes down to Raiden and Highlander. Mm-hmm. And you know what happens? Mm-hmm. Highlander cuts his fucking head.
Oh, okay. I get
Because Raiden's like, oh great, lightning powers, and uses lightning powers,
that's what I'm
which
saying,
kind
like-
of, as we've discussed,
Well, how about that?
is a bit of an issue.
How about that?
Yeah.
I'm Iron Man. You always have to finish it with I'm Iron Man.
Oh, okay. That's I remember that from the Avengers, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, as Raiden's head is spinning,
Yes, and that's close-up shot.
akin to Wolverine Origins X-Men.
Oh, yeah, with fucking Deadpool. Not Deadpool.
Yeah, X-11.
Yeah.
He gets a message from his future self.
Well, the future self is the headless Raiden.
He sends it back, right?
Yeah, he sends it back to Raiden.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I was
So,
like,
yes.
as I was saying it, I was just like, that doesn't.
So as Raiden is wont to do, he realizes, oh, I'm totally fucked.
as my head's spinning to the ground.
Yeah.
I only got 10 seconds to do this.
Yeah.
And he sends via magic, a message to past Raiden.
Mm-hmm.
And all it says is, down, back, down, B from jumping distance.
Okay, so he sends that nonsense
He sends
back
it-
to past
yeah,
Raiden.
That exposition
yeah.
to past
Okay,
Raiden.
so, and then I take it all this stuff happens again then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
he doesn't know he probably doesn't know what it means until just the right moment.
Right.
Yeah, that's always how he can see so much, has no clue what it
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
Which is
He's
kind
just
of
watching people fight and going, well, hi, Jax.
So yeah, it gets to it. He's
You think of everything.
he's
Yeah.
ing
spamming
Highlander
moves, yeah.
into the corner.
Oh, okay,
then-
so they're back fighting. He's spamming his move
Yeah.
'Cause that's
into
how you-
Highlander.
That's how you win. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you win. Because Mortal Kombat, there are invisible walls that you
Right.
can get hit into if you didn't know. And then, Highlander's kind of woozy, and that's when it hits him.
He does the, what is it, back jump, right?
Down, back, down, B from jumping distance.
Yes.
Okay, and what does that do?
It's his babality.
Oh, no.
Which is fun because the only reason Connor wants to win the tournament is for the prize, which
Oh, yeah, Shao Kahn says, what, the prize is mortality, because it's Mortal Kombat.
Oh, touche! Yeah,
It's mortality. You're no longer sterile, and of course, $100,000 cash.
Yeah,
which
just-
is the most important part. But also, he can have.
It's only
family.
one stack, too. It's like a real set.
Well,
stack
it's like in
of hundreds.
dodgeball where it's
in
just a huge
thousands.
briefcase with very little money. In
Yeah. So, yeah.
So, yeah, Highlander's a fucking baby.
Okay, so.
And,
the
Raiden's
babality.
kind of a dickhead, but he's not into killing babies.
Oh, okay. Oh, he doesn't decapitate and become the Highlander.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
and-
lines you don't torpedo over.
There can only be one 1-year-old.
I think that's like the third on this podcast. I've been keeping track.
Yeah,
What?
and
There can be only ones on the podcast.
But this one was funnier than because it was a baby.
Right.
It's always funnier with a baby.
Right.
yeah,
3 men and a baby.
Taxi
What?
driver with a baby.
what Christopher Lambert
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that he was sending his future consciousness back into James Remar's Raiden.
Oh, okay.
That's the twist.
That's the twist, is that it's actually now
Sends
James
him over into the
Remar.
annihilation.
Which is why he's especially confused.
Right.
Why is this weird French European guy talking to me in directions?
And so, he's not into killing babies. He's just a dickhead to, like, adults.
Right.
And so he picks up that baby and he's like, I'm going to teach you my code.
His Dexter code.
Yeah, his Dexter code.
He starts making breakfast.
Yeah, they moved to Miami.
So
A lot of macro lens shots.
So what you're saying is that he teaches him to only decapitate serial killers.
Exactly.
Which, incidentally, most other immortals are because they have to keep killing other immortals. So
Yeah, they establish a pattern eventually.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
All right,
The problem with it
involves
is,
so time is cyclical, right? That's what we're saying.
the problem with it is since he's still an immortal baby,
Oh, is he just always a baby?
he stays a baby.
She's like Alec Baldwin kind of thing where
Oh, the Highlander baby instead of the new DreamWorks animation.
Do you think the baby's a better actor?
The Babylander?
probably.
maybe
or is
not.
it a CGI baby because this is a Mortal Kombat movie?
Maybe not a better actor, but more consistent with his accent.
yeah. More reliable.
It's a
like, you want
baby
the-
that looks like Guy Pearce and Aaron Eckhart.
No,
But as babies?
because he was raised by James Remar, who doesn't talk like a fucking weirdo. So
he talks like
doesn't-
he's been smoking his whole life.
Yeah. And he has a sister that eventually falls in love with him.
And there's a lot of here's my code. Plastic wrap. You need lots of plastic wrap.
Invest. Invest in two things. Plastic wrap and swords, please God.
Hey, use that $100,000. Invest in plastic wrap.
I've been saving this for you your whole life, baby. Your whole baby life.
your eternal baby life.
I was
What-
like, he never ages.
One of the
so there's
prizes
not
Shao
gonna be a
Kahn
point.
offered was endless plastic wrap.
It was that or $100,000.
Mortal Kombat is really weird.
The showcase showdown, I chose poorly. So yeah,
Shao Kahn, he didn't think anyone was going to win, and, Raiden won. He's like, I do have a butt ton of plastic wrap back here. And, of course, Raiden, you are no longer sterile. You're welcome.
thank you.
Was that
I could use my swag now.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I think we found it, guys.
So does he become Dexter? Or does he
Yeah,
become Raiden again?
Dexlander.
Maybe
He's
James
just a baby
Remar.
forever.
Maybe James Remar Raiden is actually the dad to Christopher Lambert Raiden.
There you go.
There you go. We just finally figured out those two movies.
Yeah, we
It makes sense.
cracked this whole thing wide open.
Yeah.
And everyone else is. There's a lot of recast people in that movie.
Let's just say.
We've only just begun.
Oh, guys, I'm imagining Mortal Baby Combat now. Baby Jax, Baby Raiden. It'd be like Muppet Babies.
Oh yes, and then you never see Shao Kahn's face. It's always his legs.
Muppet Combat.
I like Muppet Combat.
Yeah, I would.
Fucking Kermit just like sticks his fucking hand into Fozzie Bear and rips his heart out.
The animal just like his fatalities is drumming on you until you become a bloody mess.
Yeah, I like that.
I'd play that game.
Yeah. Treyarch, hit us up. They're still a company.
Yeah, they make Black Ops.
Okay. Sorry, the company that made Def Jam
Fight for New
Vendetta.
Def Jam Vendetta, get at us with Muppet Combat.
Was that not the THQ people who did all those
That
old
might have been
awesome
THQ.
wrestling games?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Whoever
Muppet
made
Revenge.
the game NBA Ballers, hit us up. By the way, on Muppet Combat TMTM, obviously,
Yeah.
we're getting into we've gotten into a lot of spaces we haven't gotten into video games. I think we're going to make this mobile and we're going to make it paywall.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Very Real Tournament Go.
It's free to download, but then the first thing you have to do is
Pay $60.
Yeah, it's like that Mario game, but way worse. You don't even get 4 free levels or whatever.
You can do the tutorial, but it's a read-along tutorial.
Yeah,
Visual
Christopher
novel.
Lambert.
Yeah. One might say
obviously
it's
reads
not
the
worth
directions.
it.
No, we're gonna make the big bucks.
That's how
Yeah.
you guys break in, I think. So definitely.
We have a lot of businesses that we're juggling that we've come up with this on this podcast. So I think it's time we get into the mobile gaming space. So,
You don't want to be left behind.
yeah. So I was trying to think of I was trying to think of a defunct gaming developer. EA in 10
Acclaim?
years. EA in 10 years, hit us up. You're gonna be begging for it. So, all right, guys. this has been yet another episode of Very Real Tournament. I want to thank Corey Music for being our guest.
Thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
Great job, Corey.
Yeah.
Hey, great job, you, Butler.
Hey,
no one can
Joey,
see who I'm looking at.
You did good. Again, I guess.
Thanks, man.
Marla?
Fucking PSWA BB movie I had to
Did
watch.
Marla say you did great?
Yeah, she gave me the finger guns. I taught her that. Was the first thing.
Yeah,
Alright.
she can't speak while we're recording. It's
Yeah, don't get on mic, Marla. Thank you.
Right.
Yes, I want to also take the time to plug our play. It is once again called The Spy and the Playwright. It stars Corey Music and myself as the spy and the playwright. It is going to be, flip that. I'm first billed, and I'm also the first name in that. I'm the spy. He is the playwright. It is going, if you're around Louisville, it is June 26th.
July 26th.
Or sorry, July 26th. I can't even plug my own freaking show. July 26th through August 4th. It's going to be at the Bardstown. You can get tickets at thebardstown.com.
Yep.
Other cast members, I want to show. One of these cast members has already been on the show. It's Colin Sage. He is also in the show. So if you liked his episode,
The
come out and see
ancient
him.
alien himself.
The ancient alien / visionary. He's playing one of the villains.
The villain.
There's also Daniel Smith,
Lila Toba.
Rachel Allen, and Sabrina Spalding are all co-starring with us. It's going to be really fun. Oh, it's a comedy, by the way.
It's totally a comedy. If you haven't figured that out from this podcast.
Yeah, we're not doing like a hard-hitting drama piece.
This time.
That's
yeah.
your next play, right?
Hard-hitting drama.
Yeah.
It's called, Nick and Corey do a hard-hitting drama.
I keep waiting on y'all to do one, but
We never will. We're just too funny.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Yes. Corey, thank you so much for being here. Joey, Butler, I always see you guys, so...
we're here.
And thanks Darla. She sacrificed a lot.
She
to
did,
be here.
yeah.
One would say she sacrificed everything.
That's what I demand of my assistants, is they give me everything, including their heads.
Yeah.
I want to say you're welcome for me being here, since I'm such a big shot now. I didn't have to show up. I got this. I'm going to get this stage play money.
Yeah.
This podcast money is not great, but let me tell you, live theater's where all the money's at.
It's on the rise.
Yeah.
Totally.
So, yes. Also, you can get our podcast at vrtcast.com. Email us and tell us what a good job Corey Music did at vrtcast@gmail.com. Like us on Instagram, Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Anything else? Oh, we're I don't know if you guys know this, but Google has launched their own podcast service. I just downloaded it. We're on there too.
Oh, we are on
wow.
there, so I
Yeah.
don't have to do anything?
You don't have to do
I was
a damn thing,
investigating
Joey.
and I
They
couldn't
just
figure
pull
it out.
all. They're just stealing from Apple, just pulling all those RSS feeds.
Good.
So
Wow.
I actually like it. It's pretty intuitive. I'm gonna start using it. Fuck you, Castbox. I'm
Got
out.
him.
Got him again. I'm done with you. It's on to Google Podcasts. So if you download that, subscribe to us, like us, rate, review, we'd very much appreciate it. It would be very nice. I had to do Borat again, guys.
Oh, dude, we were so close.
Yeah.
I can't stop. It's a sickness.
It's been like 10 years, man.
It's been longer than that.
So dumb.
We ended last week talking about how it's been 12 years since Borat came out. So let's do it again. Guys, 12 years long. And that's still really funny.
Yeah. And
Can you believe it?
And then Bruno came out and you forgot about it.
Yeah.
Because
It was just okay. But somehow Blair liked it more. I don't know. We're getting
that's your next episode.
Bruno versus Borat?
Yes.
All right, guys, stay tuned for Bruno versus Borat.
It's going to be a lot of penis.
It's going to be...
Just all penis.
It's going to be a very penis tournament for sure. All right, let's get right out of here. I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
I'm Corey Music.
Butler Carter.
And it hasn't just been real. It's been fatality.